The 1989 Little Mermaid is one of my favorite Disney movies of all time. Right behind Tarzan and right behind Lilo and Stitch, it sits comfortably in my top 3. I like the character, I like her red hair, I like her voice, I like her personality, and I like her movie as a whole, something that the remake failed to do. This movie is the reason why you are looking at this character right here with the red hair. Yeah, because of Ariel, I designed my character with the red hair. Looks cool, right? Unfortunately though, I can't talk about the movie itself because I will get copyright to oblivion. So instead, I will be talking about one of my favorite games. Disney The Little Mermaid is developed by Capcom and was released on July 19, 1991 for the NES. Directed by Tokuro Fujiwara, who worked on some of the famous projects, such as The Sadistic Ghost and Goblin, Bionic Commando, which is a fantastic game, Mega Man 5, my personal favorite Mega Man in the classic lineup, and of course, he will become the general producer for Resident Evil many years later. Upon pressing start, you are greeted by the cutscene where Prince Eric and of course Ariel herself are living happy together on the boat. But then Flounder and Sebastian told Ariel that Ursula is causing trouble and want to control the entire nation of the sea, Deep Blue Sea. And so Ariel have to give up on Eric for the time being and head back down the ocean to take on Ursula for one more time. The pressure is real, and there's no time to relax. Right from the get-go, you are thrown into the deep blue ocean. Press A to fire Bobble, and B to sprint, or run, or swim faster because you know, she's a fish. You can release Bobble to trap all the fish enemies inside them, which reminds me of Bubble, which came out 3 years before the movie itself. You can hold on to them and throw at enemies, which is really cool. Hashtag Bubble War Crime is real. Don't have to care about what they're going through. Every enemy is a danger to you because you are so fragile that one single hit will make sure you lose some of your health, which is ridiculous. The bubbles are not effective against bigger enemy. When you go deeper into the ocean, you will come across big fat mini, and you're gonna have to think about other solutions. And this is where the power-up comes into play. Scattered across each level in the entire game are these treasure chests. Unfortunately, it doesn't contain gold, but contains something better than that. There are two important power-ups that you will need to collect, red and green pearl respectively. The red pearl improves your power-up the more you collect, and the green pearl lets your bubble travel further. But there's a twist. If you want to open the treasure chest, you can't simply fire a bubble or throw enemies at them. Instead, you're gonna have to use a special item known as the green shell, or should I say the magic corn shell, where if you take the shell and throw at the chest, it will open up them without any problem, as if it's some kind of magical code. Once you do that, you are allowed to inherit the power-up of the pearls, which reminds me of Gradius, where you know, you collect different power-ups of the same type. It's all the same here because here, you have to assert dominance across the big blue ocean. Other than that, there's also other power-ups, but they're not relevant. I mean, there's the fork, there's the cigar, and you can see Capcom remain faithful as what the movie show. But unfortunately, those are just there to increase your score. Oh yeah, you can also dig through the sands and even drop items in the big gap right here, you know. Other than scoring points, they don't serve any purposes. And even if you do max out your power up, those two will increase your score as well. Besides the power up, Ariel have her own set of movement. Like I said, if you press A, you can attack, and press B to swim faster. Ariel also can jump out of water, which will be crucial in the later level. You can jump higher, and Ariel can reach a higher platform that you normally wouldn't be able to access. What if Ferrari played Little Mermaid? Is there a leakage? A leakage of what? Copy we are checking. I have the seat full of water, like full of water. Must be the water, slow button on, you are under the sea. Okay, let's add that to the word of wisdom. Yeah, that's about it for a game of Little Mermaid. Capcom gets the job done. They never fail to disappoint. It's easy to get a grasp of the game itself, unlike Ghosts and Goblins. The game has 5 levels each, and each of them ends with a boss at the end. And good news is that all of the levels are not that tough. Even on the bosses, even on the final bosses, or even any other level, they are not that tough. I guess it's just trying to pander to younger demographics so that the game would not scare away any children. You know, unlike Ghosts and Goblins, most enemies wouldn't be threatening at all, other than the big one. But like I said, once you max out your power up, those will be pushed over. You start at the ocean, and then of course sunken ship, then the icy level, then the volcano. Wait, what, did we actually go to these 2 levels? And of course, finally, ending it all at Ursula Castle. Even on the final level, as you can see here, the game even has like a code, or should I say a clue, to guide you to the room. Yeah, despite the game saying that the room might be confusing, it feels like a maze, there's this thing that guide you through, and yeah, no sweat needed. And once you beat Ursula, which isn't too hard either way, because of any of the 2 forms, you beat the game, Ursula has been banished, and you live happily ever after with Prince Eric. The end. Little Mermaid on the NES is a pretty good game. Yeah, the shortcoming is that the game is too easy, and yeah, if you're looking for your first 1cc, you know, continuous gameplay, this might be the one for you. Despite the easy nature, the game is pretty good as well. The soundtrack, despite being repetitive, is pretty charming, and despite the game just loosely following the plot, the game is still at its moment and you wouldn't be disappointed. And unfortunately, just like Lilo and Stitch and Tarzan, there's only one good game in the Little Mermaid series. I mean, there's like this weird play as one game that you just plays like 2D, which is kinda boring. There's this point and click game that wasn't that fun, and a plethora of stuff that just, yeah, I don't understand why. And I'm sure any of them would be better than watching the remake a couple years ago, am I right? If there's anything to learn from this movie, let Ariel live her own life. Don't control your kids too tightly. There's a different world out there and let them experience it. Yeah, sure, it could be dangerous, but come on, trust them for once. Don't be like King Triton. That's all I'm gonna say with this video. If you enjoyed what you see, be sure to like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you won't miss a thing. Thank you for watching. Will you excuse me while I go sink under the sea?